Yo, what's going on? So, I'm going to give a little bit of an update for the beginning of February, where I am with my trading, what's going on. So, I had been posting a bunch in January, attempting to pay my expenses with trading, but if you had watched the videos, I did not do that. I lost a bunch of money in January on prop firms, and so far, February, I have not gotten a payout yet. It's only February 10th, but yeah, this is where I'm at so far. So I had been starting with 50K accounts because last month I was like buying 150K accounts at a time, which was like nearly $1,000. Um, just way too much stress and emotions for me. So I tried to dial it back a little bit and say, all right, I'm gonna dabble in the 50Ks, not go too crazy. But after some blown evals and whatnot, these right here, I was able to pass the majority of these. So I had five Lucid accounts that were funded, and I had four Top Step accounts that were funded as well. So I had nine accounts. Um, but yeah, I basically crashed out. Like I blew the all of the Top Step accounts. I think the first day that I traded them. Lucid, I had been like I traded one day, made like 500 bucks, super disciplined, whatever. And then last night, trading gold during the Asia session, I basically just crashed the fuck out again, and just literally nuked all of them. Um, so this morning, bought some more accounts, and I'm up on the day on all of these accounts. This time, I'm going down even further. I'm doing 25K accounts. Um, Pretty much just trying to reduce my expenses with prop firms. So I started at the 150Ks, going too crazy, like too emotional, way too much on the line mentally for me. Um, just spending way too much money. So then I went down to the 50Ks, which are still fine. Um, but since I'm being an idiot still, going back down to the 25Ks, that way, like, if I blow these, it's $350 instead of, the like $900 that I was spending before on each of the 50Ks or 150Ks. So, um yeah, that's where I'm at. And pretty much right here, this is kind of the last attempt for me in February because the vast majority of my money is in leaps, like options that expire, 2 years out. Pretty much just like leveraged investing. Um, so my money is not really liquid right now. That's pretty locked up. I mean, I could exit those positions if I need money, but like that's not what I'm trying to do. Um, and I've spent a lot of money the past few months. I recently moved to a new apartment in December, furnishing the apartment, groceries, like all these expenses. Uh, Trying out new restaurants, spending money, like spending, $8,000 in the past 2 months so far on prop firms. Like I've spent probably 20 grand in the past 2 months. And that was kind of like my money that I was like, all right, I have a lot of money invested. That's fine because I still have all this money. But I pretty much blew through the majority of that. And I noticed, this week and going into February that like I really am kind of broke. I'm kind of fucking broke. I have like once I pay off all my credit card bills and stuff for this month and pay rent, like I probably have like 5 grand that I can fuck around with. So I definitely can't do some shit like this again. I literally would be broke if I did that. So I kind of had to take a step back and just be like, bro, this is kind of like a bad situation I'm in here. I'm kind of crashing the fuck out, being a complete idiot. I kind of need to get a payout or just stop trading and take a break for like a month or two and build up my expenses or build up my funds again from my job. So I'd say I probably save like a grand a month, like after all of my expenses and rent and everything. But I could very easily spend that 1,000 as well. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Definitely struggling. I'll be I'll be totally real. This has been brutal the past 2 months, trading wise. Yeah, like I'm just kind of like some days I'll be profitable and I'll be doing exactly what I need to do. Like, everything's fine. Making money, being disciplined, one or two trades done, like clean. And then I just like suddenly crash the fuck out and like I can't control my own brain. It's weird. So, yeah, I've done a lot of introspection and kind of like journaling, and how the fuck do I navigate this scenario? And I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty confident by the end of the year, it'll all result in, everything being fine. I'll make money and whatever. But this beginning portion has definitely been tough to navigate. So I haven't been posting like daily videos of my trading like I did in January because to be real, I'm like fucking suffering just trying to get by with this that it's like I'm not bringing up recordings and like editing those videos like I need to focus. One thing that I have done differently is I journal everything in Notion. That way I can journal all my criteria. I'll show you right here. Um, so I have this. I can journal all sorts of different criteria here and I can filter through it and kind of get a better understanding of what's profitable and what's not. And so I got a subscription to FX Replay where I can go back years and I can take trades on like 1 minute charts as if it was live, not really live, kind of like a replay functionality, candle by candle. But I've been going through and I've just been trying to do like a week of back testing each day. And the goal of this is because I seem to not be able to control my own fucking brain. So if I can just back test a strategy and really, really refine it and refine it and refine it to a point where everything is extremely rule based, then I shouldn't have a problem with my psychology because all I have to do is follow the fucking instructions, you know? And I know that's probably very obvious to a lot of people. That's ultimately what we're trying to do as traders. But I think a lot of my trading has kind of been discretionary and like some days it works, some days it doesn't. I know I shouldn't trade this, but I do it anyway, and like all this sort of nuance and like gray area. So while I'm trading and collecting data from that, I'm also going to go back and back test and try all my different entry models and trade it and try to journal it in as much detail as possible. What is my win rate like trading the day before CPI data? And I have like, 50 trades with this exact criteria. What's the win rate? Oh, it's a bad win rate. I'm unprofitable the day before CPI data, the day before FOMC, this news event, blah, blah, blah. Well, then I know exactly, like, just cut that out. I've done this before. I did it, the most notable change that I made in my trading was pre-market. I used to trade a lot of pre-market because it was easy to do that like before work. And I pretty much noticed from Notion, from journaling, that I just burn money in pre-market. I don't know what it is, but like I can't trade pre-market. And so I just cut that out. And at the time, it changed me from being like kind of losing money, break even, to like I was actually making money until I just started like being an idiot and crashing out and stuff. But um, yeah, so I'm trying to just replicate that and just collect more data and back test and keep grinding away. So I'll do like weekly updates or whatever. But for now, while I'm crashing the fuck out and trying to manage my way through this minefield, um, I'm not gonna be doing like daily uploads. It's just a little too much on my mental. So that's where I'm at right now. Gonna continue back testing, continue trading, and hopefully I can get one singular payout this month. That's all I need is one payout per month, and we'll be all right. So till the next one, appreciate it. See you. Enjoy your day. Peace.